Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. And yesterday, when we were talking about the shitty John Roberts court, which I think will go down in history as supporting authoritarian rule. But as I've said many times, I really don't give a shit about how history is going to treat anyone. I would like things fixed now. Um, but what the other ruling that they brought down last week was about parents being able to opt their children out of educational curriculum that goes against their religious belief. And it's been touted as excluding books that have only LGBTQ plus content, but it can be applied to anything. Like if the parent doesn't want the kid to read a book about someone receiving cancer treatments because their religion says you don't get medical intervention, or um, it, it doesn't the plethora of religious ideology in this country, and the sort of minutia of it all. It just means it's going to be entire chaos. So I guess the only way around it is teachers are going to have to say in advance, these are the books that we plan to read. It doesn't mean that other books aren't available. Uh, but what do you do with the kid that gets opted out of it? Like, they have to learn something. Like, what do you do? Um, anyway, that to me is just yet another um, sort of. It sounds on the surface, oh yeah, that's great. Parents get the choice. Parents have always had the choice. You can always opt out. You can always, you can always talk to your school board. You can always talk to your teachers, your student's teacher. But what you don't get to do is dictate curriculum for everybody else. So maybe this is more clarifying. Maybe it will make things easier for, like, just to say up front, these are the books we're going to read. If you don't want to read them, then here's your alternatives. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It just seems like it's more pressure and more um, chipping away at the education system, which the Republican Party desperately just wants to get rid of public education altogether. Um, but that's another topic, because today we want to talk about the bullshit of the Senate passing the big giant piece of legislation. It's like he put all of Project 2025 into one piece of legislation. And it's terrifying. And they did this stupid cycle vote thing, which, like, we're going to talk about amendments. And the Democrats went up one after another to say, if we tax people who make over a million, if we tax people who make over 50 million, if we tax people who make over 500 million a year, these are the things that we could pay for. And the Republicans shouted them down no every single time. And with such glee, the sort of the craven wanton cruelty of it all is just it's disturbing to watch, and to see that the idiots that are cheering for this have no idea that it's going to be money out of their own pocket. It's taking away people's health care. It's also um, it's giving the president the ability to delay or cancel elections. It's a terrifying bill. It's not just Medicaid and Social Security, which is all the Democrats seem to be talking about, which is bad enough as it is. God, they're terrible. The establishment Democrats fucking suck. Um, but now it goes to the House, which already passed a previous version of it. At least there were a bunch of Congress people who, after they passed the bill, were like, "Oh, I didn't realize that that was in it," and said, "Well, I wouldn't have passed it if that was in it." So I don't know if those people are going to suddenly grow a spine, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of spinal material in Congress right now, anywhere. Um, you know, the hope is you find a few of the sycophants who are desperate to not be lynched by their constituents, I guess. Um, but at the same time, you know, We might not even have midterms if the bill passes, so it won't even matter if the constituents are mad. Um, it increases the budget for ICE by $45 billion to build detention centers, and it's a fucking Gestapo. It is I uh, I mean, alligator Alcatraz, that fucking camp in the goddamn swamp. It's tents with um, chain link fence cubicles with bunk beds in them. It's a death camp. I just feel like everyone associated with this regime, every ICE agent, anyone who supported them, they all should go live in alligator Alcatraz. Let's just blow up the one road in and send them zero supplies. You figure it out. Survive on your own, you pieces of shit. And it's like, you know, Schumer let it be a reconciliation, so it only needed a simple majority. And who broke the tie? JD Vance. Because Lisa Murkowski caved, because of course she did, because somebody paid her off to. She got some concession for Alaskans and screwed over the country. And then she was interviewed, and she's like, I realize that this is not beneficial and advantageous for some Americans, and I feel sick about that. I don't like that. Then don't fucking vote for the bill. She seems like her head's going to explode. And fine, you know what? Jesus Christ. And Susan Collins got away with not having to vote for it because it was going to pass anyway. Just trying to save her fucking skin. I'm so sick of these people. We need to start over with Congress if we're even going to have a Congress again. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be all doomsday and about it all, but I feel like this legislation, which is going to legalize a whole bunch of shit that he's been doing that up until now has been illegal, and we could fight him in court, the courts aren't going to be enough. So, how's that for a hump day?